everyone, Cesar here again with Garden Dreams and Other Things. And we are in our first couple of weeks of fall. The temperature's starting to cool down. We've had some beautiful days and we're starting to see the color change in the mountains that surround us. It's a beautiful time to be here in East Tennessee. And this is also the time when I plant my daffodils. And I'm really excited about doing this because I always look forward to when I plant in the fall, I'm going to be able to see that first flush of color that's going to come up in the spring will be the daffodils. So I want to talk a little bit about the benefits of having daffodils and a little bit of my process and what I do when I'm planting daffodils in the garden. So let's get into it. So there are, if you get on YouTube and you look at the YouTube videos on planting daffodils, everybody has their different way that they plant daffodils. So I'm just going to show you what I do. It's pretty simple. And daffodils are pretty hardy and you can't do much to damage them. The main thing is to, when you're planting them, make sure that you look at the bulbs, and if there are some that look kind of rotted or soft, try to look for the ones that look healthy, and then just take the ones that don't look healthy and set them aside. And what I'm going to do in this garden is just create a trench that's going to go around the perimeter of the garden, and it's going to be about 5 inches deep. And I'm going to do these in groups of 3 of the bulbs. And so I'll do a little group of 3, and then about 5 inches from there, I'll do another group of 3, and just keep doing that around the perimeter of the garden till I finish up. Then you just put the soil over it. If your soil is dry, you can go ahead and put some water on top of it, and that's pretty much it. I'll let the daffodils do the rest of the work. And so it's just a matter of waiting to see how things look when spring comes. Early in the year, I had dug up some bulbs and set them aside to use later on. And what I've realized now that we've come into fall and I'm getting ready to work in the garden is I'm not going to have enough for what I'm planning to do. Luckily, I have daffodil bulbs that are throughout the backyard. And I did make sure that when they came up in the spring, to put a little tag at the base of the daffodils so I knew where the colors and the varieties were. And it makes it a whole lot easier when I'm going to divide them, because I want to have, well, my intention is I have a small garden here that's about 8 feet in diameter. And I have a few daffodil bulbs that are planted there, but not enough. And what I want to do is take all the light yellow daffodil bulbs that I have and put them around the perimeter of that, so that in the spring, when that all comes up, I'll have that beautiful border of light yellow. Now inside of that space, I've got a crepe myrtle in the center, but I'm going to have some space where I can do plantings in the spring and in the summer and the fall. But what it will give me is that beautiful yellow color the first thing in the spring. And that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to enjoy seeing when spring comes next year. Here in East Tennessee, you can start to see the daffodils come up in February, and they'll bloom in March and April. Now, if we have a mild winter, they may come up early and they may bloom early. And sometimes we'll have a snow at that time because it's early spring, and you'll see about 2 or 3 inches of the daffodil leaves sticking up. You'll have that beautiful green in the midst of the white, something really beautiful to see. There are many varieties to choose from. You'll see that when you go shopping for daffodils. And I only have 4 right now, 4 color combinations in my garden. But as time goes on, I look to add more to the garden. And I just have to find the areas where I want to specifically put those. And daffodils are great to have in the garden for many reasons. But the main thing is that they're easy to grow and they're low maintenance. I really don't do anything with my daffodils except plant them. And then as they grow each spring, if the area starts to fill up too much, I'll divide and move them to other areas. I've never had to add fertilizer or do anything in regards to any kind of insects or pests that are attacking daffodils. They're very resilient, and they are just great. If you're the kind of person that doesn't want to fool with plants, daffodils are great to have in your garden. Not to only mention that, they're great for the heart and the mind, and especially for somebody who doesn't enjoy winter, and you see that beautiful color coming up in early spring. It really kind of gets you excited about the year and makes you look forward to what you're going to plant, and that's what it does for me. So If you're that kind of person, then you need to take a look at daffodils and put those in your garden. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.